Hi everyone, this is Amin, and in this video I'm gonna talk about MicroPython in microcontrollers. So I have plenty of them here. For example, I have this is the D1 Mini, ESP8266. I have ESP32. I have a Raspberry Pi Pico W, Raspberry Pi Pico. So whatever you choose, you do need a language to talk with them. So I wasn't good. I mean, still I'm not good with C, and I was better in Python. So I decided to choose MicroPython. I mean, working with MicroPython and the microcontroller. And so in each video, I'm gonna talk about either one or two of them and say how they work in MicroPython. But for the first video, the first idea that you can do is just a light on and off one LED. By default, all of them, they have one onboard LED to see like if they are working, or for troubleshooting, or for example, if you just need one blink, there's no need to set up one or some LEDs and you need resistors. So we're gonna do what in this video, which is the first video introduction, we're gonna just light up this onboard LED and also try to light up one, like a blink, on the other one. So if I draw how I'm gonna do that here, and it would be like that. So the Raspberry Pi Pico is already connected. Then what we're gonna do, I'm gonna just choose this pin. We know that LED by default, it has a longer and shorter leg. So the longer leg is the anode, which is the positive one. So I'm gonna connect the longer. Maybe I didn't choose maybe this one's better. Okay. I'm gonna connect the longer leg to GP16, one output. So you can just I'm gonna add the video of the pins to the video, but in general you can just Google and see which GPIO you can choose. So I'm gonna connect the longer leg to this one, hopefully it is one LED, and the shorter leg with resistor to the ground. I mean, something like that, nothing crazy. And yeah, let's see the code. What do we need at first? Thani, because it would be the interpreter for us. So we should install Thani, and then on Thani we should just change the device. So if you are connecting Raspberry Pi Pico, it should be Raspberry Pi Pico. If it is ESP, set it. I'm gonna show it in the video. Then just Python coding. Let's get started. First step to start the process, we need the interpreter. So we're gonna work with Thani. We just open the thani.org website, as you can see, and then here you have your download options, Windows, Mac, Linux, whatever you choose. Then download the file and install on your computer. Then we go to MicroPython website, click on the download, then you can see a variety of microcontrollers here. So if you want to work with ESP32, you have it right here. ESP8266, for example, you have it right here. Or scroll down, like for example, for Raspberry Pi Pico, Raspberry Pi Pico W, then you just download them, then close this one, you come here, open Thani, and you'll see something like that. To see actually something like that, first you should check files here, because the default one, it doesn't have this part. The upper part is your computer, the other one is the Python files that I saved on my microcontroller. Then let's start this one. So as I said, by default, these microcontrollers for troubleshooting issues or those stuff, they have one onboard LED, all of them. If we want to work with the onboard LED, what do we need to do? In general, for the pins, we should import this library. So we say from machine, import pins. Machine is whatever related to the pins, related to the microcontroller. Then from that, we import pins. Then we call it pin out. So what pin out does for us? We would like to light on one LED. So light on one LED, it means you do need voltage on that specific LED. So that pin would be your output of the voltage, and then it will be pin out. In Raspberry Pi, either Pico or Pico W, this onboard LED is pin 25. Also, you can call it like this. So if you are using Raspberry Pi Pico, just mention instead of LED add number 25. If you are using Pico W, you can either say 25 or LED. Okay, then you need LED low high, or you can do it like this. Let me just change it. You can do it value like 0 and value 1. I mean, you can say value 0, 1, or you can say low or high. It means on and off. Then what else you need to do? You should click on run config interpreter. Come here. Here you should just set your Raspberry Pi, your device, like ESP3280, 8266 or Raspberry Pi Pico, and then click on install update MicroPython. In my case, I didn't need for my Raspberry Pi. For ESP, yes, you do need that. But by default, it's kind of understood what is happening and installed that. But in general, you click on these, and then here, look, I don't have any option to choose anything here. You set the file, actually you put the port on automatic. You do not change it, let it be on auto. Then install it. After that, what else do we need? All good. Yeah, for this part, it's all good. And then I run this, and if, as you noticed, let me just remove myself. As you notice here, we have a Python interpreter. So even we can do like print hello, hello world, and then like that. So we have our Python here. Okay, let me come back to the screen. Then let's start with this one. So I click on run, and as you can see, this LED is blinking right here. So it worked. Cool. I'm gonna stop it. Then there is a thing here. If I want this one, so if you work with C, or if you have worked with C, you know that you should compile your program on the microcontroller. But in MicroPython case, you do not need that. What you do, you just simply click on save, because it is already saved on my microcontroller. The option is grayed out. So you click on save, you click on the microcontroller with whatever name that you want, and just add py. It stays on that. But if I save it as main.py, so this one is the main.py, whenever I just turn the device off and I bring it back, the operating system on that, it checks the main.py and it runs main.py. So if I just, without doing anything unfunny, if I just plug this one, we should see blinking. So let's give it a time. See, it is blinking. Awesome. So let's go to the other one. I'm gonna disconnect this one. Here I do have a D1 mini. So in this D1 mini, again, I'm gonna plug this. So let me come here. In this D1 mini, as you see, based on the previous program, it is on. So in this D1 mini, let me close this one. This file name is 2. So totally the same, just the pin number is different. However, what should I do? I should come here, click on that, change it to ESP8266, not 32, sorry, 8266. Then I should come here, see, it is changed. Just choose the port. So in my case, it is the port. Then browse, and I should browse and just upload the file which I downloaded from micropython.org. Then always check this box, erase flash before installing. You do not want to have any leftover from your previous program, right? So raise it, install it. It takes a little, like 1 or 2 minutes. Then plug and unplug or use the reset button here, restart it, then you're good to go. So if I click on OK, because it already has the MicroPython one, so look, it has some files on that. The main, I'm not sure if it is what we want, but if I run this one, so I should click on stop because it was running something. Now it is off, and if it works properly and I click on that, we should see it is blinking. Okay, awesome, perfect. So the last one that we would like to see how it works is the Raspberry Pi W, Pico, not Pico W. So this one is the Pico W, which has the Wi-Fi chip here. The other one, which doesn't have this steel part, is Raspberry Pi Pico. So I'm gonna plug this one. Then let's come back. Run config interpreter. We have Raspberry Pi Pico. Okay, and we can see it has some files on that. But we're gonna click on stop. We don't want rest of the things. And forget the installation is exactly the same as I explained in the intro. So just one on port 16. Let me, if you just Google Raspberry Pi Pico W or Raspberry Pi Pico pinout, you'll see something like that. Generally speaking, we just want to work or need to work with GP. So GP1, or sometimes you see GPIO. So GPIO 0, GPIO 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are the grounds. These are the voltage. And look at this one, GP16 or GPIO 16 is the one that I tried to use. If I show you the picture that I drew in the intro, I drew something like that, if you can remember. Let me do a little zoom in. So on GP16, I connected anode, or the longer leg of the LED, and then the other one with 220 ohm. Then I connected that to the ground. So if I just come back like this and let's get rid of these, this one is the other one, as I said. Just don't mind all of these things, these are for the next videos. But if I just have this one that we already have, and instead of this I change it to pin 16, and this one is connected to pin 16, and if I run this, we should, yes, look at that, it is blinking for me right now. How I did that, I just connect this one, this pin, to pin 16 and the other one to the ground with this resistor, and that's it. So the introduction, the beginning, was just lighting on and off an LED. Next video, we're gonna talk about more things related to Raspberry Pi and MicroPython, controlling those stuff. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.